no Bowser. So this kind of,
Okay, yeah, we saw. So I've seen this Inkling too, and this Inkling honestly is like really, it's pretty polished from what I've seen. I forgot what tournament I just commentated that Citadel was in using this Inkling. I think it was actually DNA last weekend or last week rather. So you know this Inkling I know has definitely got this stuff. I'm just interested to see how Citadel is going to deal with the pressure from Samus.
now I know before the online environment, good old Christmas, best Inkling in Tri-State. He put it on record as saying that Samus beats Inkling. Period.
That's crazy.
And I was like, oh, that's a really odd take.
Yeah.
And he said it because Samus can get out of shield very easily through things like screw attack, things like Nair. She does a very good job of escaping pressure. Things like this, where Morph Ball Bomb can double Samus' airspeed and let her weave around Inkling's pressure. And the benefits of Charge Shot in this matchup give Inkling a lot more struggle because of their more manual component. That being said, if you're gonna be landing in the general area, that's where Roller comes in and shows off its specialty.
Okay, though Laird getting out there with that back air right there, they're going to be evening the game up. So yeah, I also feel like Inkling, despite, you know, if Inkling doesn't really hit a Roller, I feel like they're going to be having a pretty difficult time trying to kill Samus. Because Samus is a bit heavier than people give her credit for. I feel like she's also, I feel like a lot of Inkling's kill setups, you know, Inkling really has to find that good stray hit if they're unable to connect a Roller successfully. But so far, Citadel really not struggling too much in terms of damage and how to edge guard right here. I believe that's Tether eliminated, but not going to quite get the edge guard right there.
This percentage isn't anything too crazy, while Inkling can quite literally vomit damage. Samus has her own powerful strings too, but they're much more specific in how they start. Inkling's low dash is going to be able to bypass all of those landing buttons that Laird has been trying to put out.
Alright though, Citadel just patrolling ledge right here, trying to find some way in. I've got to say they've been super duper evasive. Laird really hasn't been able to get a solid hit on Citadel thus far. Just trying to find something, but that should be another stock right there. It is getting the Roller into up smash right there. Citadel just looking so good in terms of movement and maneuvering, and also just staying in Laird's face. You know, staying in Samus' face can be kind of a hard concept because just given how good she is, also decently up close. She's really good at retreating most of the time also. So, yeah.
And that's all that Laird has been doing throughout this entire game. Like, he'll be retreating with the Morph Ball bombs, he'll be retreating with Fair, retreating with Nair. And he's not been able to really maintain stage control. And it looks like Citadel always knows the best way to get around Charge Shot.
It's also just been getting in. I feel like Citadel has just been able to find their way in with relative ease, you know, that excellent ground speed that Inkling has, as well as the hurt box shifting that they undergo while they dash. Also, I feel like Inkling's just really good at air-to-airing too. I feel like Laird has been trying to contest Citadel in the air just a little too much, and they've been getting stuffed out for that pretty hard.
Missing the up throw up there, I guess it was too low of a percent, and the screw attack out of shield will get the kill on, especially on that platform. 140, I would hope so.
Ooh, another roller. That should be it. Yeah, it is. Okay, Citadel 3 for 3 on these rollers. Just doing such a good job of catching Laird's landing zone. I kind of feel like Laird might have to mix it up, or just, you know, be a little more cognizant that when they're at kill percent, that seems to be the win condition that Citadel's been going for this entire time.
It's really easy to focus on what Inkling can do or what Inkling can't do, especially when it comes to the killing department, because her knockback growth isn't super great. Like, back air won't be killing you for a good while. She's very reliant on these edge guards. But Roller being one of, if not the best tech chasing tools, it doesn't solve the weakness, but it does a damn good job of making you forget about it.
Alright, looks like they're gearing up again. Citadel sticking with the Inkling, and I don't blame them. They did a fantastic job that game one of really just staying in there. And finding those kills, they just were not struggling to end the stocks off, and that can be kind of a drawback of playing Inkling sometimes. But Citadel just knows when and where to use that roller to their utmost advantage.
Oh no, he got caught in between the ledge. That's 35 and full ink, and one downer doing like, what is it? Oh my god, the damage just keeps coming. Are you dead? No,
yeah. We're really seeing just good like corner pressure right here from Citadel. Like they just can't get anything started in here. They're just getting kind of caught on the back foot quite a bit. And I suspect it has a lot to do with Inkling's low profile. This doesn't seem like Laird is able to get a solid linear hit on Citadel, just because Citadel has just been so mobile and so evasive this entire time. That could be a stock right there, capitalized on. Not gonna quite get there in time though.
I like the stall he's doing, but good defense can only do so much if you can never get off the ledge.
Oh my god, the wait! That was such a good wait by Citadel right there, just catching the drift in from Laird perfectly. Finally, we might be seeing some damage come out of Laird right now, though. Excellent job using the screw attack out of shield to get the landing. I don't believe there's any jump left. Oh no, can't get it.
Man, he was setting up these bomb ledge traps, but didn't have enough time to actually set up Samus before setting up the bombs.
Oh boy.
Citadel is he's not content to let Laird, he's not content to sit on his lead and let Laird set up. There's no momentum on for the Samus if he has anything to say about it.
He's just not letting Citadel breathe. Excellent back throw right there, using the grab armor to propel through the down B, trying to get the stock off here with the bombs. But Citadel just refuses to die. Just can't get the solid hit in and deal with it. Tries to pull out the roller and catch the landing. Not too sure why though. There's only a 23.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
No rage, no rage.
This is why we pummel. This is why we pummel. Pummeling is so good. And Citadel surviving again, falling out of the screw attack, but finally gonna beat the back here and drop that stock right here. So. Jeez, this is looking very difficult for Laird to kind of just clean up these stocks. I feel like Citadel has just been so good and so evasive, just not letting themselves get hit whatsoever. I feel like Laird has just got to start contesting maybe a little more with normals, and has to maybe start being a little more aggressive on the front foot. It doesn't seem like Citadel's struggling to break zone whatsoever.
And it's really hard to be aggressive as Samus with very few landing aerials that are especially good. Back air is extremely safe, but like nair, forward air, or even down air, all of these are like they're rising moves up air.
Okay.
Man, these aggressive DPs are really making this game a whole lot even. Like with the percent differential favoring Laird right now, like once he got his feet set on center stage, Laird really tacked on a ton of damage in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, stage control is just such an important aspect of like any game you're playing. Really, just like taking center stage and really commanding that control. Now we're finally seeing the first definitive lead that Laird has had this entire set thus far. You can just see how much more mobile they are now, really just playing on the more aggressive. I wonder if they're tapped in, perhaps listening to us talking at this very moment to make that adaptation.
Oh my god, he had the jump read with that back air, and if it sweet spotted, I'm pretty sure Inkling might have just been dead.
Waiting here though. Good up B out of shield once again. Laird has got those for sure. I feel like Citadel's got to be very careful how they choose to land, because one of these screw attacks could end up killing. But sleeping at the wheel and getting clipped by that up smash right there. So Citadel not out of the game just yet.
And the game is going to be won or lost by charge shot challenging roller. For that entire second stock, it felt like all of those challenges had went Laird's way, but if you time it too late or pull the trigger too early, you're eating potentially a stock if the percents are right.
Yeah, one good normal, also perhaps a bear of some sort, or maybe even a screw attack off the top. You can spell death for Citadel, but luckily managing to knock that one, but the up air almost gonna take it. Yeah, really good adaptation by Laird right there. Just looks like the chips were down for them, but something just awoke, decided that they really just took better command of stage control, how they manage their hitboxes a lot more. Just did a much better job of reading what Citadel wanted, really.
And that I feel like can be the benefit of playing against a character that is. It's no secret that Inkling can kind of struggle to kill or put in a lot of work into each individual stock. Like when you play against that type of opponent, you're like, okay, I don't have to worry about losing the game in a blink of an eye, as long as I play solidly. And the Laird buckled down, he tightened up his bootlaces, and he played solid Samus gameplay.
Yeah. This bracket also, I'm just taking another look at this bracket. We've actually, loser's bracket looking quite scary right now too. We also have Sensei in the loser's bracket as well right now. So both Beast, Nikolai, and Dan the Man all in loser's bracket as opposed to winner's bracket. There's, you know, got obviously a lot of really good players as well. Man, this bracket has been flipped completely upside down its head. And we're seeing now Dark Samus versus Wolf. So we're seeing a complete character switch for both players. Well, maybe not so much for
the Dark Samus. It's incredibly different.
Sometimes you just got to be edgy to finish out the set. You know, no more playing nice Samus. Now we're playing evil, parasitic, mean Samus.
Dark Samus definitely, when concocting its their plan to take over planets, definitely listens to Linkin Park.
So far, though, looks like the switch is working. We're seeing a lot more of an aggressive approach right here. The air dodge. Oh my god, almost not making it back so far. I don't think Wolf really struggles in this matchup too much. I think Wolf has like a solid base to play off of, just given his range and how his combo game works. But already such a good lead for Laird right now. That's been established.
The way I see Wolf is that this character will never be bad. Like, no matter how many, well, barring like a complete gut, and like, they're gonna tank his airspeed or something. The way that Wolf and by extension Fox, because they're very similar, are structured is like they're too stable in their core game plan. So regardless of whether you think this matchup is a winning or losing or even, like every matchup feels doable for both of those. Center stage 120. That's Wolf down smash kill percent if I've ever seen it.
Citadel looking a lot better in comparison to the beginning of this game so far, using a lot more laser, which I think is a very smart projectile to be using. It can be kind of, you know, dealing with projectiles online just tends to be a little bit more difficult than offline, but if you time a smart laser really well, you can catch your opponent's movement and kind of slow the game down for them a little bit, maybe delay that charge shot being charged just a little bit longer. But it seems like Citadel has got pretty good commanding control, stage control right now. But Laird just getting in there.
That's 59 in a blink of an eye. Charge shot starts combos, everybody. No matter how you feel about it, it's definitely one of the better tools that Samus has at or Dark Samus in this case, has at their disposal.
We're seeing just like a lot of patience right now. Wow, what a great grab from Laird right there. That was insane range. It had to be like a max range right there. But Citadel, once again fighting stage control. This is looking tough. Almost catching the Do the Wolf classic, trying to catch a roll. Really generous suck it hitbox. That's really crazy.
Does the big old splits. The laser, it's such a good interruption, but not only that, he never has to worry about his laser has those transcendent properties, so missile will never be a deterrent, especially the uncharged missile. You'll plenty trade a missile for a laser if it means forcing Samus to forego her charge.
And both these players just on a hair trigger right now, just trying to wait for each other's approaches. Citadel just playing a lot more patiently now, firing way more lasers, saying, "All right, I have the lead, bro. You can come to me. Like I don't need to travel all the way over to you and potentially for it." Good grab right there by Laird. And we're on last stock, game 3 right now. This is where dreams are made and also crushed. Let's see what happens here.
I thought he was going to pivot with that charge shot. He's been holding on to it for a good while now. Alright, laser interrupts grab, but that's gonna be the opening that Laird needs.
I'm not too sure why Citadel has chosen to break space by really committing to double jump a lot of the time. He's been jumping in. Oh my God, he's dead.
I mean, you were literally talking about it. He's committing to double jumps so early.
Dude, my man has just been jumping so much, and it's like, you have a reflector. You have a move that can make Samus's moves go back to her. You have a shield. You can walk. You can do so many different things. But my man just gave it up right there. Unfortunate SD right there. But Laird is going to progress in the bracket because of that. That's hella unfortunate.
Yeah, that's not what we like to see, ladies and gentlemen. But
It be like that sometimes.
yeah, we do.
Yeah,
That's such a tragedy.
Yeah, for sure. It's because, like, I mean, it might be pressure. It might be just like a discomfort because I really haven't seen Citadel's Wolf too much. When you are switching characters that much on the fly, you kind of have to realign yourself and recalibrate. And I don't feel like Citadel maybe gave themselves ample time to do that. The nervous habits started to come out, and it all came